Hey guys, my name is Beckett. So I got some great news for Call of Duty World War II. Actually, great news for PC players from stuff coming from Activision, and some news about the new Black Ops game, which is a while away, but it's some exciting news that I'm happy about to see. I don't know if it's going to come true or not. It's kind of speculation, and we'll see where it goes from there. But so let's get right into it. So let's go. We ready? There's some great news from Activision. Basically, it seems like they're embracing the PC audience, which is amazing, because if they do well with PC, everyone on PC will buy your game. When it comes from Destiny 2, I mean, going as a publisher at least, Destiny 2, we got Call of Duty 2. Awesome to see that Destiny finally came to PC and stuff like that. That we're actually going to be able to play the game, because I've always I played on Xbox One for like 3 years. I love Destiny. Probably one of my favorite games. I'll play it over and over again. There's so much content, even though they say there's not a lot of content if you play it every day. But if you take your time, not even take your time, but there's Crucible, there's raiding. Compared to any other multiplayer shooter out there, find a game that's AAA that is pushing out that much content all the time, and there's so much to do every day. I doubt you really find one. If you do, let me know in the comments. Really, honestly. But so we're getting a open beta. World War II coming September 29th, I believe, and it's going to run for about 3 days. So this has got console people up in arms and stuff like that, because we pre-ordered for private beta and stuff like this. It's not fair. Okay, so back in my day, you didn't pre-order to play a beta. There were no betas to play. We didn't get that. We pre-ordered just to make sure we got the game on launch. We used to wait at GameStop or Walmart in lines just to get the game. You know, you pre-ordered a few weeks in advance. That way you knew you had a copy when it came. That's what pre-orders were for. And then they amalgamated, or I think I'm saying that word right, into like some weird beast where pre-order bonus this, blah, blah. You know how it goes. All these crazy things. Oh, you can play the beta, and you can get a figurine, you can get this, do this, and it's gone out of control, you know. Nobody is running out of games, especially in the digital age. It's not really a problem. So I don't see why you're crying and why you're so upset about this, but I think they're really just trying to embrace the PC audience. They want to bring us back, and I'm excited for this. But there are some things that got me worried about it. The studio who is porting over the Call of Duty World War II is, High Moon and Raven. Well, Raven Software is doing the game, and then High Moon and stuff has a part in it for the PC port. And Modern Warfare Remastered didn't do that good of a job. It just didn't feel that great on PC like it did on console. Maybe I was looking through my nostalgia glasses, but when I go back and I look, it's just not the game I remember, and it's just not as fun. And not even that, it's the anti-cheat. There is no anti-cheat, and I'm not a salty player. I'm not like, oh, I got shot in the head, so he's cheating. When you consistently get like wallbang, you consistently just get like shot, and you're like, how the hell? And you see these kill cams over and over and over again in like 3 or 4 games straight. You're just like, F it. Putting the game down. I don't want to play it, okay? So I just hope that they put some active anti-cheat, like what Black Ops 3 did for PC. They did actually a lot. They had a lot of modding and stuff like that. They had a server browser. They had all this kind of stuff that you could really tell that they were supporting the PC audience, which is awesome. You can really see Treyarch's come a long way. Before, it was like the black sheep of the family. No one wanted to touch it. I remember that an Infinity Ward was the golden boy and they could never do wrong, and all they do now is do wrong. But what they did, they really, really liked, is they had a Steam like overlay where you could report through Steam so they could get back banned and really keep those cheaters out. I mean, they'll still be there, but you don't run into it as often. A lot of times I'm like, no, I didn't get killed. I just, I'm getting outplayed. There's a lot of people who play Call of Duty non-stop every day, and I'm just getting outplayed by them, I had a little adjustment when it came to wall running stuff. I'm a big boots on the ground player, that's what I love. That's my bread and butter. Like, I grew up playing all these games, Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, stuff like that, which was a blast. So that's the only thing I'm worried. As long as they put in an anti-cheat and it's good, and it's just not like, oh, you want to report this player to Activision? No, they need to put something consistent, because the game will get hacked. It's on PC. It will. I've seen a lot of games get destroyed by that. You got The Division, you got Infinite Warfare, you got Modern Warfare Remastered. There's a lot of games that just don't implement this stuff, and it's about, even Battlefield 1 is another one, and they have this verified thing, and it's not invasive, but I think it needs to be a little invasive just to pick up these things. You know, look how Counter-Strike does. I mean, there's cheaters, but they don't last that long. As soon as they get caught, you're gone. You can't play the game ever again. So those are the things I'm worried about. So now specs, pretty much any computer can run it. If you can run Destiny 2 open beta, you can run this. The minimum is just Windows 7, Intel Core i3 3 series. So that's pretty old. You should be able to run that even on a laptop or anything. Doesn't really take up that much space either. 8 gigs of RAM, stuff like that. Your video card, you can run a GTX 600 series or a Radeon HD 7 series with 2 gigabytes. That's nothing. So I think any laptop that's coming out in the last few years, or if you have a computer built that's like 3 or 4 years old, you'd have no problem running this at all. So it's going to be very smooth. I think this is a good step forward for the PC audience after seeing Destiny coming, and then we got Call of Duty actually embracing their PC audience. And for what I thought, they said, oh, it's coming. I didn't think it was ever coming. I thought they were just blowing smoke up our ass, you know, just to get that pre-orders in. But I was wrong, and I'll admit when I'm wrong. So that's great news. So let's get into the Black Ops 3. So they put a posting a few days ago looking for someone that has modern shooter like expert, you know, like in the guns, equipment, stuff like that. And another cool thing was that they I think it said you have to like love the game, you have to have been prestige or something. So they're looking for a fan who wants to work on the game, and those are the best people. Some of the best games are games you can tell that they put love into. Like a recent game I started playing was Escape from Tarkov. You can see the love in every aspect of the game. It's amazing. You guys should really pick it up. I'm going to make a video on it a little later, but you should really pick it up because you can just tell that there's love in the game and stuff like that. So I want to see that for the new Black Ops. And I want to see it go to a modern warfare era. And in Black Ops, like the eras it goes from super war, like in where Black Ops 3 is, what is like 2200 or something, all the way back to the Vietnam era. So I'm hoping we get somewhere it would be cool where they haven't touched, is like end of the Cold War, the 80s or early 90s, something like that would really be awesome. Even in Vietnam, but it's kind of hard to innovate or do anything special with a game in Vietnam because there's not that many weapons. That was a great thing with Black Ops 3. I mean, you could kind of stretch the lines, a lot of things you could do because it's in the future. Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see this. I just want to see more boots on the ground. We've been playing so many jetpacks. A lot of people say, oh, we can't go back. I think we can. A lot of the old school COD fans that have left, they left because of the boosters and stuff like that. Like, that was kind of, for me, after Advanced Warfare, I was like, And I picked up the other games, but I just couldn't stick with them very long. Black Ops 3 was the exception. I have played it quite a bit. Played it more on console than PC, but it's still, like, it doesn't have that grabbing feature like Modern Warfare 2 had, where I played that game non-stop for even Black Ops came out. I played Black Ops for a month, and I just kept playing Modern Warfare 2, like probably for like 2 years straight. So it was an amazing game. It grabbed me. It did something that no other game was doing at the time, and that's what Call of Duty needs to do. They need to go away from this copy and paste and just remake the brand, redo it. Otherwise, it will die. So there's a lot of cool things. Like I said, I love what they're doing with PC. What are your guys' thoughts? You know, how do you feel about it? If you're a console player, do you feel kind of like screwed over? I wouldn't blame you. You know, I feel like, oh, you paid this just so you could play the beta, and then they do this to PC. Let me know what your comments are down below. And how do you feel about Black Ops going into a Modern Warfare era, kind of like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff like that? Let me know what you think about that too. And as always, have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.